Yo guys, what's going on? Bonzi-chan here, back at our TCGO video, and today we are going to be looking at Passimian. Now, Passimian has started to see some more viability again with some of the new tools that we got in Guardians Rising, as well as with the format in general just slowing down because of Garbodor, while also being the one probably of the most effective counters to Garbodor Drampa, which is probably one of the most played decks, which actually is the most played deck currently in Pokemon. So we're going to take a look at this deck. It's a very affordable deck. It only runs one Tapu Lele. There are some lists that will run one Shaman, but I cut the Shaman because I just did not like the Shaman. I felt like it was too much of a liability for the benefit that it gave you. But starting off with the deck, we have 4 copies of Passimian, 110 HP basic Pokemon with a Psychic weakness and a retreat cost of 1. And we're not going to be really looking at Fling because we don't play any fighting energy, but Team Play is the main attack we are going to be looking at here. It does 30 damage. It does 10 damage plus 30 more damage for each bench Passimian. So if you attack with Passimian, the maximum damage you do is 100 with 3 bench Passimians. But to circumvent that, we play 4 copies of the Mew from Fate's Collide with the Memories of Dawn ability, which lets you use any attack of your bench Pokemon as long as you have the necessary energy attached to Mew. So if you attach it and double the colorless energy to Mew, you're able to hit for 130 using Team Play from Passimian's being on your bench. To go along with that, we also have 1 copy of Oranguru. We're going to be using this for the Instruct ability. It's really nice to get out of late game ends. Plus, we will get down to we play a lot of items, so we will get down to a low hand size pretty frequently. So usually we can get a few Instructs off during each game to draw a card or 2. 1 card of Tapu Lele to search out supporters as well as use Energy Drive. Getting into the items now, we have one copy of Energy Loto. This card's great if you're playing a deck that only plays special energy, or when you need to hit energy right away. Our deck does get thin pretty quickly, so we will usually hit this Energy Loto when we do use it. I play one. Actually, this is something I actually meant to cut too. So let's cut that real quick. The escape rope was not actually doing what I wanted to do. Instead, what I want to grab here is I found that I need a copy of Town Map. Now the reason why we need this copy of Town Map is that if any of our Passimian are prized, we need to be able to grab those Passimian right away when we take a prize. That way we can keep hitting for maximum damage. 2 copies of Field Blower to get rid of our opponent's tools and stadiums. We only play basic Pokemon, so Nest Ball is a natural fit here. We play 4 of them. 4 copies of Puzzle of Time. You're mainly going to use this for when you play 2 of them at one time, just so that way you can grab things like your Passimians, your DCEs, your Mews, and put them back onto your bench. 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher. Same thing. We should never have a bad Sycamore, so you're pretty much going to be using this for the first effect to grab yourself a Passimian or a Mew, or even a Tapu Lele in certain situations. I play 2 copies of Revive here to bring our Passimians back onto our bench. 1 copy of Special Charge to recycle our energy. We already went over Town Map. 4 copies of Trainers Mail, just because we play so many item cards. Trainers Mail is a natural fit for consistency purposes. 4 copies of Ultra Ball. Only 3 copies of VS Seeker, just because I had to cut space somewhere. So VS Seeker was the first thing to go. 2 copies of Sky Field to make our bench bigger. That way we can have all our Passimians on our bench. 1 copy of Brigette to grab our Passimians out of our deck. We can oftentimes turn 1 Ultra Ball into a Tapu Lele, and then Brigette to get out 3 Passimian in 1 turn. 1 copy of Hex Maniac to shut off things like Volcanion, Garbotoxic Garbodor, even though that kind of shuts us down too as well. Can help us gets us out of sticky situations so we can get set up. Also shuts down things like Tapu Koko, so they can't use the aerial trail ability. Shuts down things like what's another good example? Makes sure your opponent can't Lele or Shaman. Good in the Sylveon matchup, so they can't evolve their EVs, letting you take some cheesy knockouts. 2 copies of Lysandre to grab things off our opponent's bench. 1 copy of N for draw support and consistency. 1 Kukui. 4 Sycamore because the best draw supporter in the game. We will be getting knocked out pretty frequently, but we primarily only play 1 prize Pokemon, so Teammates is really nice here. That way we can grab 2 cards from our deck and put them right into our hand. 4 copies of Choice Band to make us hit like a truck. 2 copies of Float Stone to get our Oranguru and our Tapu Lele out of the any of our Pokemon that's not Mew out of the active. Mew does have free retreat, so we can use these on our Passimians, our Oranguru, and our Tapu Lele to get them out of the active. And then 4 copies of double colorless energy to use our attacks. Now let's go ahead and get into some games here. Earlier when I was testing this, I faced a lot of Drampa Garb. So hopefully I can get that matchup for you guys on this video. Psychic and Water. Probably some kind of water box deck with Tapu Lele. If this is Ninetales, this might be a problem. Our opponents start with no basics, but we start with the Mew, which is pretty nice. This tells us nothing really. This could be Lapras. The Psychic tells me it's not Greninja, because Greninja doesn't usually even play Tapu Lele. So our opponent flips over Remoraid, so he's playing Octillery. Again, it doesn't really tell us much. A lot of decks do play Octillery. He's going to play Ultra Ball though. Let's see what he grabs here. Probably going to grab like a Tapu Lele and go for a Brigette play here. We will probably do the same thing as well. Actually, it depends upon what deck our opponent is playing here. Our opponent is taking a long time. So this looks like it probably is Golduck. The Staryu tells me this is Golduck. How this is going to play out is whoever takes the first prize card is, if we trade prize cards back and forth, whoever takes the first prize is probably going to win. Okay, so he's probably gonna retreat out of his Remoraid into his Staryu. It is possible to knock out the Staryu though. Let's go ahead and play our town map and just check what our prizes are real quick. So our Tapu Lele and our Brigette are both prized. That is horrible. So we're gonna go ahead here and play down our Sky Field. We need a. None of these items are. Let's take the Ultra Ball, I suppose. We're gonna have to grab a Passimian here, I think. Our prizes are pretty bad. Losing the Brigette and the Tapu Lele are pretty bad. Yeah, that really sucks. And 1 DC as well. Let's just go ahead and play down our hand here and discard our whole hand. This is nice. We're not going to be able to attack on our first turn, which really does suck. We did not hit a DCE off that Sycamore. So let's just go ahead here and pull all our Passimians out of our deck here. We just used 2 Nest Balls in 1 turn. We're gonna have to hope to hit a DCE pretty soon. If he starts going for the side ducks and stuff, we're in a pretty bad spot. Our opponent does get the Octillery and the Brigette. Jeez, isn't that nice? Gets down his 3 Psyducks. So next turn we have to watch out for those Golducks. Is he gonna Wally? You can't Wally one. I really don't want to discard this Puzzle of Time though, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Depends what we draw next turn. So he looks like he is going to confuse us with this Psyduck. Good news is if we do Sycamore, we have a pretty high chance of hitting one of our DCEs. The only thing that sucks is now that we are confused. Let's go ahead and bench this next Mew here. We don't really need the Choice Band. I don't think they usually play GX of any kind. We can go ahead here and Trainers Mail. Let's go ahead here and grab this Energy Loto. It could be helpful. What I'm really looking for is a second Puzzle of Time. We can retreat this Mew out though. Let's go ahead here and grab a VS Seeker. So let's go ahead and retreat our Mew because it's free retreat. And then attach the DCE. And let's just go ahead and team play. grab the DCE in case our opponent gets a gold duck down on us and starts swinging. That way we can always make sure that we have a response. The next thing we'll probably end up taking out of our prizes here is probably a Kukui or an Ultra Ball, maybe a Lysandre. But our Mew is going to go down though from this. Looks like he's just throwing out his choice bands to get a bigger artillery draw. I don't know what's up with that animation. That's kind of annoying. Makes me think they drew something good. So ultimately, we have to decide if we're going to spend our resources trading with the Gold Duck, or if we're just going to take out the knockouts on the Starmie. Gold Duck's base damage is 60, so I don't really think we need to get rid of his Starmies. We've already taken down one Psyduck. Take down a couple more probably. We need to find those Puzzles of Time though. At least one of them. That way we can get our DCE back, both these DCEs back in that are in our discard pile. Yeah, so this is gonna be kind of tricky. As long as we continuously hit the energy, we have a pretty good shot of so he's gonna Lysandre outer Passimian, which doesn't really do a whole lot for him. I guess he's just trying to stall. We do have one more Float Stone though, don't we? Oh, we have none. Darn it. Did we discard our... We have not played our N either. I mean, do we take the 50-50? Or do we just retreat, waste a DCE and retreat out? There's two on the board, one in the board and so there's two more in our deck. If we miss this, we give up. That's one more in our discard, right? That's one in our discard, so that means we can... I feel comfortable going ahead here and just taking the 50-50. Because if we get, as soon as we get that second puzzle, once we lose 2 DCEs and we can use 2 puzzles at times, we can start recycling our energy pretty efficiently, and we can start trading with this Gold Duck and this Starmie stuff. I'm probably never going to get a chance to play N here, but our Passimian is going to go down, which really does suck. It's not the end of the world though, because we still do enough damage with our Mew to knock out the Gold Duck with only 3 Passimian on our bench. We just have to make sure our Mew does not go down. And is our opponent going to end us? No, he's going to Kukui. I guess so that way he doesn't have to discard the energy. Out of all these cards, I don't really see any of them being particularly valuable, which really sucks. Brigitte's useless. Kukui's pretty much useless. Lele could be good later. Lysandre and Ultra Ball not really going to do us anything here. So he takes down our Passimian. Let's go ahead here and bring up this Mew with the DCE on it. There we go. We have our energy for next turn now. I mean, do we have any revives left? We should have both the revives still left. Let's just go ahead here and use the team play attack. Take our opponent down here. Let's go ahead here and grab the Ultra Ball. We can grab an Oranguru. Discard our choice bands because we don't need them. He's gonna get the knockout here. We can follow up. We just need to try to stay ahead in the price trade. Not my dog. So the Starmies really don't do anything for him. He doesn't really need them. I don't understand why he keeps drawing through his deck. He has the free knockout already. Shuffles back in more Golducks and Psyducks, which is I think the right move. Now what is our opponent going to do? Is you can draw one card. We have yet to see the Psychic type from our opponent, which is probably just Tapu Lele. I don't see it really being anything else. He's gonna double jet here for the... Why did you discard... Oh, he has discard one, okay. Oh, so maybe taking out the Starmie. Ew, shit. This is what I get for not playing Golduck. We're gonna go ahead and play our teammates here. Grab this other Puzzle of Time here, as well as one of our revives. Go ahead here and put two of these. Put Passimian. Actually, we're just gonna grab those two. That's right. Oops. Almost made a misplay there. Mac. Drop down the revive. Bring down another Passimian. Drop down another Mew for next turn. And then let's just go ahead here and team play. I guess the next most useful card here would probably be a Lysandre. As long as our opponent doesn't play an N, I think we're okay. He has not really played a whole lot of supporters this game. He's really only played Brigette, Kukui. Is he not playing any draw supporters? Is he just relying on these auxiliaries to draw for him? Okay, there we go. There's the end. We should have Ultra Ball for the Oranguru. We got the third, or is that our third puzzle? That's our third puzzle. So what we can do here is we can actually Nest Ball into a Oranguru, and then Sycamore our whole hand away. Let's go ahead and bring up this Mew. Bring down this Oranguru. Let's go ahead and Sycamore. There we go. We hit our DCE like we needed to. And then let's just go ahead here and team play again. We should have benched that Mew. That was a mistake. Go ahead here and grab ourselves our Kukui, I guess. He's going to take a knockout on our next Mew here. If he has the Golduck. Does he have the Golduck? It doesn't look like he has the Golduck though. If he doesn't just start dropping cards here, we're in really good shape. Rescue Stretcher's his Golduck. There we go. Why did he shuffle them? Is he gonna try to draw one off the top? He is burning a lot of cards. He's digging really hard. He should have just grabbed the one gold deck off the top there. He's gonna confuse us. But we do have this Sky Field here to bump his stadium. Go ahead and put down another Mew. Free retreat. Bring down this next Mew. And then we can just go ahead here and team play. We're gonna go ahead here and grab ourselves the Lele because it's Brigette is useless at this stage of the game. So grabbing the Tapu Lele has more upsides than down. Brigette's just gonna be discarded if anything. We're in really good shape here. I think our opponent there should have just grabbed the gold duck instead of trying to shuffle back his deck in. He is going to an NS, which doesn't really stop us at all, because we can just Oranguru, even if then we have two attackers ready to go. So I really don't see a problem here. There goes down our Mew. We're just gonna bring up this Mew and end the game. And team play. There we go. Let's go ahead and get a couple more in, guys, for you. Try and get that second Seismitoad before this ladder ends. I don't think I'm gonna make it to the Lysandre though this time. Really does suck because I really do want that full art. It's probably one of my favorite full arts too. Let's see here. We will go first. We start off with Passimian, which is not that great. Our opponent is playing a Psychic deck, which really does suck, unless it's Garbage Ramp. Let's see what our opponent starts off with here. Starts off with a Shaman, which is not a great start for any deck. Go ahead here and just grab a Hex. Unfortunately, this is a pretty bad hand. Maybe our opponent's nice and is going to end us out of it. This Hex prevents him from doing anything like Tapu Lele, Shaman, Eevee, and a lot of stuff. So go ahead here and Kukui. We'll go ahead here and Nest Ball for a Mew. We could have grabbed another Passimian, but I wanted to grab an attacker. I didn't retreat out my Passimian because it's more resilient versus this Mew. I mean, someone could just sneeze on this Mew and knock it out. So our opponent is going to Wonder Tag. Looks like he grabs an N. His hand must be pretty bad to NS. Gets the DCE though onto the Tapu Lele. Fighting Fury Belt. Okay, so we need a Field Blower. Unfortunately, we don't really have a way of no, we do have a way of one-shotting, but it's very tough to do that with Mew. Let's go ahead here and Trainers Mail first. It's pretty bad. Go ahead, Ultra Ball. Grab an Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get rid of his Fighting Fury Belt just straight off. Go ahead here and drop this Ultra Ball for a. Let's go ahead here and grab a Lele. I should have looked at what supporters we had in the deck first. It's very possible our one in is prized. No, it's not. Oh, fuck! I mean, Shart. Oh, TCGO and your randomization, your stupid, unresponsive UI. Oh, that's... Thanks, N. Okay, so this is some kind of garb deck. We're not really worried about a garb deck because of our Pokemon are such low HP. We don't really. It doesn't matter if we play around the garb or not because we're gonna get one shot anyway. So we might as well play all the items that we want. He does get rid of our Choice Band though, which isn't horrible. He still has his Shame stuck in the active. Tauros is something we can handle though, because we do have Passimian. Jeez, you are snoring a lot. Let's go ahead here and drop a Choice Band into our Mew. We need to try to hit a DCE right here in a Float Stone. We hit the Float Stone. Go ahead here and drop that. Energy Loto. We missed it, really? Do we want a double puzzle for our Energy Loto? Let's go ahead here and Nest Ball for Oranguru. I don't really want to use our puzzles for Energy Loto. We grab the Oranguru in case we get down to a low hand size. Some Garbodorless will play things like Delinquent, or Red Card, or Team Skullgrunt. Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed. We're gonna have to double puzzle for a Field Blower. Wow. Wow, we need to grab this Field Blower like right now. He still has his Shaman stuck in the active. He grabs his own oh, you little... how many Field Blowers is that? Is that the second or third one? That's the second one. We have one more Float Stone. Oh. This is like the most boring game of Pokemon because neither one of us has attacked yet. Finally, he's going to retreat out. He's going to be hitting us for 20, 40, 60, 80 with that Tapu Lele, actually 90. Unfortunately, he does not hit for weakness, so he can't knock out this Passimian. We need to... We're going to have to puzzle time here for a Field Blower and I guess an Energy Loto. Go ahead here and Field Blower off his Choice Band and his Fighting Fury Belt. Energy Loto, we finally hit one. Our Passimian is going to go down anyway, so we're just going to let it go down. Can we hit? Are we that lucky? No, we're not that lucky. Let's go ahead here and just grab this Choice Band. That way we can do some damage to this Lele. On our next turn, hopefully he doesn't have another tool card in his hand. He probably plays Float Stone. There's 1, 2, 3 tool cards gone. Oh my god! We could Lysandre stall. Let's just go ahead here and dump our whole hand. We could Lysandre out the Garbodor. Let's go ahead here and Instruct first. I mean, I might as well Rescue Stretcher. No! What is this? Go away! Oh my... Pokemon, fix the client! Why is it so buggy today? We're probably gonna lose this game now because of that. God, why? Why is the freaking client so buggy? I should. That was my fault. Oh, this is bad. Let's go ahead and shuffle these three back into our deck. Do we want an Ultra Ball or just, we're just straight up just Sycamore? Go ahead and bring out a Mew. See, why is this button still here? We don't have a way of getting rid of that stupid parallel. And let's just play this for next turn. Take down that Garbodor. You are kidding me right now. Why would you Lysandre out the Mew for? What's the point? God. What are we gonna do? We can't even Lele. We get teammates in. Maybe we can grab a DCE though. We need to remove his Float Stone off the Garbodor and do that. Unfortunately, this probably means we lost this game. We can't come back. Hang on. Why is TCGO's... You guys all saw that where the freaking... So the thing with the Tapu Lele didn't grab the end was probably my fault. I think I might have clicked one too many times. And then that thing with the discard pile, like... being stuck on top of the client. Why? Ah. Okay, let's go. Now it's a matchup we really should have won. Fortunately, we could not get the win there. I didn't really look to see what our opponent was playing. Okay, so maybe looks like some kind of item lock deck. Definitely, because of the oddish. Let's go ahead here and grab ourselves a Brigette. Go ahead and Brigette for all the boys. Actually, we're gonna leave one boy in. Grab the Mew. Just pass off to our opponent. Our opponent gets the Float Stone down on his oddish. Then he's gonna end. Ooh, we got our Town Map. Forest. So this looks like the Decidueye Plume. This is a pretty bad matchup for us. Decidueye Plume's definitely a deck that it's definitely lost its umph that it used to have at a time. Just a lot of decks have learned to beat it. The deck's still good, but I don't feel like it's as good as other decks that are in the format. So gets the dart tricks down. Let's go ahead here and town map. We got okay, we can make this work. We're gonna be doing enough damage to take out this Oddish with this DCE attachment. Nothing in our discard pile we really want. Let's just go ahead and here and knock out this Oddish. Take the free knockout. Go ahead here and grab a Nest Ball so we can get our last Passimian out. Because that would make us be able to do 100. Take out the knockout in this Dark Tricks or that. Ooh. Is this guy just dead drawing like a mofo? He's gonna quill us, take out the... I thought that did more damage. Oh, okay. We're gonna go ahead here and take out the knockout on the Dark Tricks here. The Simian is gonna put in some work today. Okay. That wasn't the greatest quality game. Let's get one more. I'm not sure why our opponent didn't retreat out that Oddish. I'm not sure why our opponent did a lot of things, actually. Looks like just a really bad hand. Sure, we want to go first. We're going to start off with Mew, which is nice. And bench our Passimian. Looks like our opponent starts off with a bad hand. Okay, overall not a horrible hand. Let's go ahead here and Nest Ball. Grab ourselves another Passimian. Our opponent's not going to be doing a whole lot early. Let's go ahead here and Ultra Ball. Grab ourselves a... Lele, what we got? Brigette is prized. So we'll also just grab ourselves another Passimian. And use our Lele for something else other than Brigette. Our opponent's playing Quad Lapras, so let's just go ahead and end. The fact that he didn't play anything else on his bench is not exactly indicative of anything, so he might just have had a bad hand, and that's a really good hand for us, actually. The DCE makes things a lot easier. Let's go ahead here and Trainers Mail. Grab that last Nest Ball. Oh, 30, 60, 120, 130. So even if we had the, yeah, we can't one-shot a Lapras. We're not going to attach energy because Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer is not unusual for a Lapras deck to be playing. Looks like he might not be playing pure Lapras though. Looks like he might be playing some kind of Water Box variant. He does end us out of 2 DCEs, which does suck. Hopefully we can get one of them back. We do. And he's just going to go ahead there and collect. Let's go ahead and do this. Can we hit a Choice Band? We can. And let's just go ahead here and team play for a buttload of damage. 160. Yeah, with the Kukui we don't hit 180. 180 is like the maximum damage you can hit without weakness in this deck. That's with, you know, a bench full of Passimian, a Choice Band, and Kukui. So you have a hard thing knocking out things like Lapras, but you'll be able to one-shot things like you can hit things like Tauros and Drampa pretty easily. Most stage 1 GXs you can knock out. But the aim of this deck is to take out Garbo or Drampa. Our opponent here is going to max Elixir. Our opponent does get hits. Has 3 elixirs in hand. Really? Is he gonna retreat out the? No. What is he doing? You wasted a field blower on something you could have just took out easily. Okay, we get two BCEs. The Glaceon's not really gonna matter in this matchup. He's going to escape rope though. We had to give up a Passimian. We can take a free knockout onto the bench Lapras though with this Lysandre. Okay. Why? I mean, do we just pass? I think so. Because now he has to Blizzard Burn. Puzzle. I guess that's the best order. Choice Band to get the knockout in the next turn, unless he retreats. He didn't retreat last turn, so there's not a whole lot he could retreat into though, but he is gonna hit that stupid Rough Seas. That really does not help our math. We're gonna have to take the knockout on the benched Lapras though. Unless we can get... Oh, what? Well, why? Oh my god. So our... going down... Oh, Water Box is definitely not a good matchup for this deck. Let's go ahead here and do this. Lysandre out this Lapras here. Team play. We get a knockout. We get a Field Blower and Ultra Ball. Both of which are not helpful, really. We can hit for 100 with an Aqua Patch too. The Choice Bands are really going to be a big factor in this game for us. We're about to lose our second one, unfortunately. We don't really have a way of taking off his we can hit, yeah, 180 is the max we can hit. That 170 is really not a good number for us. Ooh, that's a nice price card we can take. Let's go ahead here and drop down this Mew. No. Miss, I need to follow my own rules. That was pretty bad misplay. It's all my fault too. Well, that's what I get for playing at freaking late in the morning when I should be sleeping. Let's go ahead here and grab this stuff. Oh, we do have the ability to grab. Let's grab it now. Did he really discard the Lysandre too? Meant to play Field Blower there, not freaking Sycamore. Kinda salty. Go ahead here and Teammates. Gonna have to grab ourselves. Actually, we're gonna grab ourselves a Lysandre and a DCE. But we played Teammates, that's right. I should stop recording when I'm tired. I get salty really easy, I misplay too much, and misplay makes me salty, salty makes me misplay. It's this vicious, vicious cycle. Oh boy, another Lapras. Is there any way for us to salvage this game? Nothing off the Broke the Hill, of course. Energy Loto, maybe. This is one of those rare situations where I wish I had a Shaman just to draw more. Well played. Oh. Alright guys, that's been Passimian. I swear the deck's a lot better than the way I showed it. This is probably the last video that I record when I'm tired. Been dealing with a lot of work and family stuff, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to record when I normally am awake. I'm normally asleep right now, but definitely give this deck a try, guys. It's definitely probably it's a sleeper deck in the format. Plus, every card in here is relatively inexpensive. The most expensive card here is Tapu Lele, unfortunately, and I'm gonna try to make a list for you guys next week without Tapu Lele in it. More budget-friendly oriented list. Gonna have to figure that list out though, because Tapu Lele really sets his deck off. It lets us play all these one-of supporters like Teammates and Hex Maniac and Brigette. Without Tapu Lele, we had to cut these for, like, I don't know, the Teammates we could probably leave in, but you probably want to cut like that Brigette in the N for things like maybe another VS Seeker and like perhaps another Energy Loto. I'm not entirely sure though, but let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and until next time, peace out. 5, 6, okay. Pretend you're playing a game, you know, look at, you know, pull up your hand right here.